This is a quote found from a very prominent writer. Her name is Ellen G. White. She writes in fourth volume of the Letters and Manuscripts. I'll give you the quote after I read. And it says, "Be uniform in your hours of eating, or in your hours for eating. 2 meals are far better than 3. We have tried both, and the result is that 2 meals are better. But some maintain that they cannot get along on 2 meals a day. They must have something at night. If anything be taken in the evening, let it be very light, and let it be eaten some hours before retiring." How many of us like to eat in the nighttime, just before bed? Okay, we got one hand. I'll put my hand up. Got, hold on. We got a few hands going up. All right, let me read the next quote. Next quote says, "It is the custom and order of society to take a slight breakfast, but this is not the best way to treat the stomach. At breakfast time, the stomach is in a better condition to take care of more food than at the second or third meal of the day." How many of us knew that? We got 3 in the back. What's the 3 for? Oh, 3 minutes. Okay. All right. I ate 3 minutes, no. Okay. So how many of us knew that breakfast time eating is the best time to eat a bigger meal? Okay, we got a few hands. And nighttime is not really the best time to eat. How many of us knew that? Why is that? Why do you think that is? Many of us know that the stomach is working in progress as we eat, right? So we eat and the stomach is digesting alongside time. The problem is when we eat at night, when it's late at night, the stomach is still working in progress, digesting the food. So many of us may, wake up in the middle of the night and just wonder, how come I just woke up out of nowhere? The stomach is not done working. And so because the stomach is not done working, it wakes you up. Did you know that? The stomach needs time to digest food properly so that it is resting while you are resting. Is not the stomach a part of the person? So how is the person asleep but the stomach still working? Can you imagine that? It's almost like going to work and you're working on a job and your coworker who's right next to you is asleep. How can you sleep at a time like this? I'm bumping your shoulder, and you know that this is time to work, not to rest. So it's the same for the stomach. The stomach needs time to rest, even as the person needs time to rest. And the amount of time that the stomach needs to digest is about 4 to 6 hours, depending on the meal. So if you go to sleep late, around 8 p.m., stomach needs about 4 to 6 hours to digest what you just ate, depending on how much you ate, of course. So I was going to read a verse, but I think I'm out of time. But let us keep in mind that the stomach is just like us. Before we rest, let's make sure our stomach has the proper time to rest so that we can rest restfully, if that's even the word, if we can rest properly. Because the stomach will wake us up in the middle of the night, and we'll be wondering, how come I'm up just in the middle of the night? Actually, that happened to me last night, but I didn't mean to snitch on myself. But that is what happened, and I had ate that night. So I pray that this was a blessing unto you all. I was going to share a verse, but I don't think we have time. We will now transition into our next portion of the service. Thank you all for listening.